Hey guys, and welcome to another reaction video. Oh god, my voice. Oh god. Ah. Oh. Oh god. That was weird. I don't know if you could hear that or if that had any effect on my voice. I think it did, but it felt really weird in my throat. Yeah. Today I'm continuing with the Taking Ponies Too Seriously series. This time with For Whom the Sweetie Belle Toils and Leap of Faith. For Whom the Sweetie Belle Toils. It wasn't that the episode where Sweetie Belle had her play and she made the costumes herself, and then Rarity made like all new ones, and she got really angry, and then the whole dream sequence with Luna. You know that episode with Sapphire Shores? I liked it. It didn't show Sweetie Belle from her best side, of course, but it didn't feel out of character for me. She is still a fairly little girl. I'm not entirely sure how old she is. I would put her in, like, I don't know, 13 or something like that. 12, 13 around. I'm not sure. Somewhere in the early teens, definitely. Maybe even younger. So yeah, getting angry about something like that, I do understand. I mean, she didn't tell Rarity anything about it, so how was Rarity supposed to know? She thought she was supposed to make the costumes as good as possible, and that's definitely what she did. Those ponies were kind of dicks, only liking the costumes about the play. I don't know. I mean, we don't know how the play went. Maybe it was complete shit, and the costumes just saved it. I hope not, but. Might have been. I mean, but yeah, I can see why she got angry, and although Rarity did nothing wrong, of course, so Sweetie Belle is the one that did the wrong thing here with the whole pulling that one string from the head piece of Sapphire, you know. But I think I liked it. I thought it was a good episode. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't like Sweetie Belle out of character or anything. I could see her do that, especially since she's a fairly little girl still. And it had some fun in there, some comedy bits in there, I think. And did it have a song? I don't think it had a song. So, yeah, the dream sequence was kind of very weird, but also fun. And yeah, I don't know. I just liked it. Leap of Faith. I'm gonna say something to Leap of Faith later. Let's just start this right here. 3, 2, 1, click. Oh god, that's loud. I just listened to music and my volume was still really high. Oh god.
Sweetie Belle episode! Yay!
Yay!
It was unorthodox. I expect there to be a lot of mixed reactions to this episode.
Okay.
Dave Polsky is my favorite writer of the show. He's a very unconventional writer and takes a lot of risks. They pay off for the most part, and here, no exception. So, this starts out with Sweetie Belle trying to help Rarity with her work for Sapphire Shores under a tight deadline, but also wants Rarity to help her with her own dresses. Holy cow, I don't think I can take the continuity. This is awesome. Some might be turned off to the fact that Sweetie Belle is once again getting in the way of an important job, but Rarity weighed both options and was able to come up with a way to satisfy both parties, and I am so glad that wasn't the central conflict of this episode.
Yeah, that would have been.
We get even more continuity by showing
Not
that
so good.
Rarity has bumped her sister up on the priority list. That's actually pretty touching.
Mm-hmm.
So the play Sweetie Belle was putting together happens, and no one really paid attention to everything Sweetie Belle did, rather electing to shower Rarity's dresses with praise, much to Sweetie's dismay.
Yeah.
I can't say I relate to this, but I think I know a certain little brother of mine who does.
Oh.
Yep, this is a personal episode for me, people. I'll try to remain unbiased.
Okay.
So we cut back to the boutique where the main six are completely okay with getting sweatshopped again. Well, on one hand, Rarity isn't guilt-tripping in this time,
No.
and they like to do each other favors from time to time.
Yeah,
so,
as
okay, I'll
friends
take it.
do. As friends
Sweetie
do.
Belle bursts in, accusing Rarity of being too perfect.
Why shouldn't they
Wow, this fits actually pretty good.
At first, I thought Sweetie Belle was being unreasonable, but then we are told that this isn't the first time Rarity overshadowed Sweetie Belle, so this could be a lot of pent-up resentment that Sweetie Belle is feeling.
Yeah.
That doesn't excuse her behavior,
No,
but I
but
can
still.
at least understand the reasons behind her actions.
Yeah.
Out of
totally.
bitter envy, Sweetie Belle then sabotages Rarity's dress. What did I tell you guys? Makings of a future supervillain.
Yeah.
Then Sweetie Belle has a
That would be an
dream
awesome
sequence
episode,
showing her
though.
desire to stand
She's
out and
super
how she
villain
feels about
Sweetie
Rarity.
Belle.
Then Luna pops
Of course
in,
she
and
would
Luna
get
relates how
reformed at the
Sweetie
end.
Belle feels to her own past experiences. Okay, that is a great parallel. I can see why they used Luna here. But as an aside, I'm not a huge Luna fan. I mean, she's great and has an interesting backstory, but where's the Celestia love? Am I the only one who wants a Celestia episode?
No.
Come on, I want to know more about her. Luna
Yeah.
has enough attention from the fandom. Show some love for Sunbutt. Yeah, I know. Celestia
We
was in
want
a lot of episodes prior to
Sunbutt.
this one, but almost never as a major player. I want an episode focusing on her.
Would be
enough
quite
whining
interesting.
from me. Back to the episode. We get the backstory to what exactly happened to make Sweetie Belle resent Rarity, and then we are shown the same situation but in a different context. Okay, there's two issues I have with the ways the story is told here. We get two back-to-back perspectives of the same situation. It's not technically bad, but I personally think it would have been stronger if Sweetie Belle's perspective was shown earlier. Then again, there really wasn't an opportunity to, so yeah, okay, not much you can do.
Nah.
Whatever. Second, it does kind of feel a bit rushed. But yeah, I can forgive that too. I mean, the staff have a 22-minute time limit. So then we shift to the present, and yeah, in case you haven't picked up on it, Sweetie Belle is getting the Christmas Carol treatment. Further exemplified here, showing how Rarity and Sweetie Belle feel similarly about stress. At first, I was thinking that the animation here was a little ham-fisted and clumsy, but then I thought, isn't that what dreams are like in general? I mean, dreams are pretty
Yeah.
chaotic and don't make much sense, so
No.
it makes sense that there wouldn't be a rhyme or reason to how our dreamscape is navigated.
No.
Then we go into the future with showing Sweetie Belle the consequences of her actions. Then, in true Scrooging fashion, we get a freaky Scar the Children for Life montage. Luna, you're supposed to prevent nightmares!
Totally for kids.
Nah, I'm just kidding. It seems that both Celestia and Luna work with ponies on an individual basis when the time calls for it, but they have different objectives. Celestia seems to want to help ponies accomplish goals. Luna seems to want to help ponies work through their insecurities. I like this. I like this a lot. So Sweetie Belle realizes she done goofed and gets on a train to Canterlot. This raises multiple questions. 1. These children got on the train without adult supervision. There's no rules
Yeah.
against it. 2. They got
I
to
don't know,
Canterlot by
dude.
midday. Well, then again, we can assume these towns aren't that far apart, but still. 3. They were able to pay for this? I mean, you could assume they have allowances. Unless train rides are free. Huh, that would be interesting to have intercity transportation be covered by taxes. So then, Sweetie Belle breaks in James Bond style and snatches the headdress. She then fixes it and hands it back to Rarity. I like the level of emotions that Rarity goes through here, showing that she is still very mad about what Sweetie Belle did, yet is willing to put that aside because Sweetie apologized and was able to fix it before anything bad happened. Yeah, this was a pretty personal episode. I see a lot of myself and my little brother in Rarity and Sweetie Belle's relationship, considering I'm living his dream of being in the military when he can't join due to having diabetes. I've always been better at him in everything, school, video games, everything. And I never realized how large a shadow I cast until I got older. I never realized how much he looked up to me and even considered me his freaking hero. I unfortunately didn't notice this and didn't treat him very well in retrospect. If on the very minuscule chance you're listening, I just wanted to say, love you, Jason. I take being your big brother very seriously.
Love you, I miss you. All these miles away.
I actually just listened to that song on the way from back home from school. Yeah. Well, this was a good one. Yeah. Very. I don't know. Yeah, I totally agree with him. Actually, he didn't really say anything I didn't disagree with. I don't know. I don't know what to say. This was. He made some pretty fun. Well, like I said, I pretty much agree with most of the thing. I can't remember anything where I said, nah, not really. So, there were a couple of pretty funny jokes in there that I liked, and very nice background music. Thing is, 2 of these songs, especially Lullaby for a Princess, I love so much that I just, as you could see, kept mouthing the words and listened more to the background music and didn't pay as much attention to what he said. I just for a short while. Then I forced myself to listen to him again because I'm, reaction video and stuff. So maybe one or two of the things he said just kind of went over my head, but I actually don't think so. So yeah, he likes the episode, and I pretty much do too. Nothing really I disagree with. I can't relate to him though. I don't have a younger sibling. I'm the youngest in my family. I only have 2 older siblings. I don't look up to them all that much actually, but I am a fairly empathic person, I would say. At least it's what people kept saying to me, especially my mother and my sister. One of my sisters. The other one is kind of a dick, so... No, I like her. She's still my sister, but she is kind of a dick. At least fairly often. She can be very nice, but yeah. Actually, I would say she is fairly nice most of the time, but she tends to get pretty annoying, especially to me. So yeah. So I can't really relate to this story with his brother. Do I have enough time to also do Leap of Faith? 5 minutes. Screw it, let's put it off. Leap of Faith. I like the episode. It's not that big of an episode for me. Like, it's kind of only okay for me. The Flim Flam Brothers come back, which was kind of fun, and the whole placebo effect thing. Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of a fun episode, I guess. I haven't seen it in a while. It's not. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's bad. I think it's a fairly okay episode. I like it, yeah. So, but nothing too memorable in there for me. So, yeah. I guess we'll just see what he thinks about it. 3, 2, 1, click.
Best moral ever.
It is a very
This
good moral.
episode was dangerously close to blowing it and becoming a cliched mess, but it pulled it off. Josh Haber's quickly showing himself to be a well-rounded writer, being able to write comedy and something serious. So this episode starts out with the Apple family relaxing by the pond. As usual, I love seeing the Apple family interact. Here we get some backstory to Granny Smith being a bit of a daredevil in her younger years. I don't think it's too unbelievable considering how she acted with the Timberwolves. I personally like the idea of a rainbow dash like Granny Smith. And Big Mac is a troll. He actually put the time and effort to go out and buy a shark hat just to play a tiny prank on his sister. It's pretty funny if you think about it. Any characterization for him is welcome. Then we are shown several types of ponies being dangerously handicapped. Oh, wow. I'm all for world building, but this is kind of dark. Some of these guys should still be in the hospital from the way their bandages look. As it turns out, the crowd is going towards the Flim Flam Brothers. I like the Flim Flam Brothers as foils to Applejack, showing just how she could end up should she lose her honesty in the way she works and conducts business.
Yes,
At first, the brothers started out as just opportunistic businessmen who got too cocky, but this time they come back as actual con artists. I have to admit, as despicable as they are, they do know how to appeal to a crowd's demands and desires. If they actually clean up their acts and become better people, I bet the brothers could get decent jobs in marketing. Then we get a song which is kind of boring, but the imagery is just... Ugh. I was really uncomfortable watching all of this. This really is the first time we've seen so many pony diseases together. In fact, I think this is the first time we've seen so many pony diseases, period. It comes as a bit of a shock, seeing as we rarely witness sickness in Equestria.
You've got mononucleosis, halitosis, scoliosis, 15 days is my prognosis, you need red and blue pill doses, you've got scabies and phlebitis, chronic rabies, hepatitis, you'll be brave and you'll unite us, then you'll die of meningitis. The
Flim Flam Brothers' latest scheme is a cure-all tonic. They even see the effects with a live demonstrator, who's obviously in on the act.
Yes.
Yeah, at first I was not happy. Oh my gosh, this is obviously a scam. This is obviously a placebo effect for Granny Smith. Applejack is obviously not going to trust this and going to find out what it really is. For those that don't know, a placebo effect is a substance or procedure that is objectively without specific activity for the condition being treated. In layman's terms, it's a fake cure for a disease you don't really have, but it cures it anyway. I've seen this sort of
Because
plotline
you think
hundreds
it
of
would
times
cure
and I
you.
was so ready to find this episode meh. But the episode realizes this, and the reveal that it's a scam comes not even halfway through. The Flim Flam brothers openly admit they're tricking ponies, and twist it around to make it look like Applejack would be the bad guy by ruining Pony's happiness. I like this because Applejack is at a moral dilemma here. It may be unethical to use a placebo and lie to all of Ponyville, but is it not also unethical to not use something that technically heals? Everyone is happy and is able to be confident in themselves. If this lie is making everything better, then what's the problem? Granny Smith seems to be doing just fine. She's actually able to physically interact with Apple Bloom, and nothing horrible is happening. No matter how physical the activity, Granny Smith is completely fine. It's been shown early on in the show that Granny Smith isn't the most physical pony out there, and she seems happy right now. Here, it seems the lie has made everything better. Yeah, as you can probably tell from my tone, I'm just playing devil's advocate, as is this episode.
This meeting isn't about prayer. It's not about healing.
You're not seeing what happened here tonight.
Yeah, I saw it. You and I saw the same thing.
Granny Smith seems to have gotten too confident and attempts a dangerous stunt. Here, Applejack realizes that a lie makes things easy at first and may even be beneficial, but down the line, it could have disastrous consequences. Just because something makes you happy doesn't mean it's a good idea. That is a very good message for kids.
Yes.
I can't tell you how many times I've heard, but it's fun, but it's harmless, but it doesn't matter right now, but we love each other. When later down the line, it screws people over because they don't think about the long-term consequences. Speaking of which, that seems to be a habit of Applejack's, not looking at the big picture.
Yeah.
Overall, pretty good episode. Didn't find it too funny compared to other episodes, but we got some great world building, new designs for characters, and a fantastic moral. Oh gosh, it's just so
From
great.
what game is the
I know I'm
music?
taking it too seriously, but
I know this music. What is it from? Tell me right now. Assassin's Creed, right? It's from Assassin's Creed 2. Totally forgot that. Yeah. Well, what can I say about this? I agree. It's not bad. It's not a bad episode, not at all. Yeah, I think if it would have only been about the placebo effect, and the end of the episode would have been just telling everybody that it's just finding out that it's a fake. It wouldn't have been nearly as fun. It wouldn't have been nearly as good. So. And I do agree, it's a fairly good message. It's a pretty good message. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, not bad. Not great either, I wouldn't say. It has a very good moral, and it's fun to watch. I have totally no problem with it, but there are quite a few episodes in the show that I like quite a bit more for one reason or another. Probably it's the comedy. Like I said, comedy is really important to me. I freaking love comedy and laughing in general. This one wasn't quite as funny. It had some fun in there. It had some funny bits in the episode, and again, I haven't seen it in a while, so maybe my memory is kind of fuzzy. It probably is, so. But yeah, it's a totally okay episode with me. Absolutely fine. So yeah, I don't really know what to say. Pretty much agree with him. So yeah, I think this episode is fairly long. The sweetie about what? Maybe thinking about. Yeah, I got nothing. I think I said everything about Vroom the Sweetie Belle Toils too, so. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything to say, so I guess I just gonna end the video right here. So if you guys like this little commentary, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.